what is it that we are going to do, not what are we going to look for the legislature. We can't really leave our morals to the legislature or to corporations. We're going to have to start taking, if we want a non-hierarchical society, we have to start taking responsibility for ourselves. I think what this means on a day-to-day level is changing our home life and cleaning up our own act and deciding that we are going to relinquish domination, which is what it really is, by deciding not to buy animal products. And this was hard for me, I have to admit, when I first became a vegan, because I had been raised eating animal products and enjoying them, and my body was used to it, and my social life was accustomed to it, and I had to figure out a whole new lifestyle, and it was quite different. And somebody gave me a hint that I still remember to this day, and I tell other people about it in case they need to know it, because cheese tends to be difficult for people. How am I going to give up cheese? I can give up, or cream, you know, I'd have to have that milk in my coffee or whatever it is. There's just some little thing about dairy products that the body gets used to, and how am I going to actually do it now that I know that I like to? And when you think in terms of dairy being related to veal, the veal industry, because the dairy calf, the male calves become veal. Obviously they can't become dairy cows, so the calves, male calves become veal, and the mother cow is of course separated from the babies, both the female and the male babies. And so you're looking at a situation that is really quite sad from the cow's perspective. So the thing to do is you go into the dairy aisle and you look at this cheese that you're interested in, and you think in terms of this calf being separated and this mother crying, and you think here's this little calf being chained up, and you think, well, you know, can't be bothered with you, calf, and say it out loud. You know, there's actually more colorful language that actually goes along with what you're supposed to say to the calf. Now say this out loud in the middle of the dairy aisle, and then try to pick up the cheese. If you really do it right, it makes it, actually you feel miserable picking up the cheese. So that's how I taught myself. I actually thought of the domination of the calf and the cow, and then I was able to sort of liberate myself from the use of animals. The reason we have milk is because cows lactate just like human mothers lactate, and it is to do with pregnancy and the fact that they have been just given birth, that they produce milk. So they are kept in a state of pregnancy as long as they're commercially viable. And at the end of that, of course, they too get slaughtered. Now they're not beef, but they may go into dog food or something else. So they do become part of the whole agribusiness system. So you are looking at exploitation. In any case, just the idea that the cow is owned and that we are, I mean, when you think about it, we're the only species on Earth that sucks from the breast of another species.